Okay, hello YouTube. I've had the baby. Today is Monday and I had him March 5th, 2011, of course, at 1:06 a.m. That's when they pulled him out. Now, I was going in for induction, as I told you guys, on Friday. But Friday morning, like at 1, 2 in the morning, I started having contractions. But I toughed them out until the induction, and they told me that my induction would be around, they'd call me around 6. So I waited for them to call actually before I went to the hospital. So they wound up not giving me the prednisone, whatever the medicine is that thins out your cervix. They wound up not giving me that because I was already contracting, and when I got there I was 1 centimeter dilated. And as you guys know, when I went to the doctor that Thursday before, I was nothing. And I was like 80% effaced. I was passed by, and I was, I'm sorry, I'm eating a peppermint. I was passed by, before you know it, I was 2 centimeters, and I was like 90% effaced. And then I was 3 centimeters, and still, I was like all the way effaced. And I didn't have any medicine because I was planning on going all natural. So I was, going through the epidural. Going through the contractions pretty good, just breathing. I wasn't a screamer, wasn't scaring people off the floor, but I did good. Then I got all the way up to 4 centimeters, and I stayed there for hours, 100% effaced, 4 centimeters. Stayed there for hours. And my doctor, she tried to wait it out. At this point, I didn't have, she had her whole hand up there. She could feel his head. Then she felt my, the wall of the wall, and then she felt my pelvis, and his head was not coming through there. My baby head is not abnormally big. Actually, he's in there asleep right now. I would show you him, but he's too comfortable and I don't want to touch him right now while he's comfortable. So his head wasn't fitting through. I have a really small pelvis, and she told me that that I was very narrow. And it was a bummer because I was planning on, going natural, and I wanted to have the experience to push. And I cried a little because I wanted that experience. But the epidural, for the C-section, went on and got that. That wasn't that bad. I felt the pinch of the small needle. I can't tell you when the big needle went in because I don't remember feeling like, oh, a thicker needle. I just know she was doing stuff back there. And then this anesthesiologist comes in to put in the stronger medicine for the C-section. When they were in between shifts, they were switching off. So it was 2 anesthesiologists right there. One was going to go home and one was going to stay with me while I go to the operating room. He was just going to get me set up, the one that was going home. And I'll tell this man shot the medicine up me, and he asked me, he said, I'm going to poke your arm. He poked my arm like some little pointy object. It was sharp. He's like, I'm going to poke your arm. Poked it. I was like, okay, I feel that. He's like, now tell me if you feel the same on your stomach. He did, and I felt it on my stomach. So I'm kind of panicking. He was like, okay, we're just going to give you another, some more of it. Another dose of the medicine. So he gave me some more, did the test again. I still felt it. Then he did it again, and at this point my legs are dead from the epidural, so I can't, I'm not getting up, can't get up. And he's like, he did it again, and he's like, can you feel it? I'm like, yeah. He's like, really? Did you just say really? Yes, I feel it, really. So at that point I'm trying to get up out the bed. I'm like, oh no, y'all not gonna cut me. If you know, I never been through surgery, never broke a bone, nothing. I never had anything like this before. So for me to go through this, I was like, oh no, get me up out the bed right now. You guys are not gonna cut me. The other lady that's finna go on, the other anesthesiologist that's finna come on or whatever, she's just looking at him like, can you get out the way or whatever. She was just ready for him to go home so she can come in and do her job, because he wasn't comforting me anything. So then he finally left, and she tested me again, and I could feel it, and she was just like, you're not a cheap date. That's what she said. She said, you're not a cheap date. We have to get the big boys. So she went and got the strong medicine, and she tested me again, and my mom said I'm laying there like, and she didn't even let me know that she's testing me. She's just like, okay, I think you're ready now, or whatever, because she was just poking me, and I'm sitting there like, because I didn't feel it. That she came in and did her job, did it well. She comforted me. She was just like, we're not going to cut you until you say you don't feel anything, and all that. She did her job, and I was so glad that the man had left, because I would have freaked out. So, and then the lady, because he acted like I was lying to him about feeling it, and the lady's like, she's flinching. She can't fake flinch from what she feels, from what her body feels or whatever. So that's just, you know, how the body reacts. So anyways, roll me up into the operating room. I feel them. My mom's on the right, the anesthesiologist on the left, because, you know, just in case it wears off or something, she has to be there to administer more medicine quickly. So the doctor's on the other side just talking. There's music playing, like they have music. It was just like crazy, all these tools. So they're doing stuff. I feel them pulling and, you know, tugging and fiddling down there, but it really didn't, you know, it was just like, what's going on? Then I felt them like pushing things back. I'm like, that was the pressure I felt, where I'm kind of like, okay, now what's happening? Why are you guys doing this? It felt like they were, you know, stuffing something back in. And the lady was like, you know, she's like, they're putting your intestines back in. I'm like, you guys take out my intestines. They take out all that, examine it, stuff it back in, then they push on your uterus, and that's what I was feeling. And then they pull, and then shortly after that, I heard the baby, you know, crying. The cord was wrapped, and I heard him crying. He had this huge dent from where he was trying to push come down. It was like right here, and then it was like a huge cone. So he was trying. I feel bad. My baby was trying really hard to come out the right, you know, vaginally, but he just got stuck. Mommy was too small. I'm trying to see if I'm going to run out of time. I'm probably going to have a part 2 to this video. My labor and delivery video. But then, you know, they stitched me back up. The longest part wasn't even getting the baby out. It was the stitching back up process that took the longest. But my incision is real small, and actually the lady that was working side by side with my doctor was like, are you sure? Are you sure? My doctor was like, yes, this is the size I wanted. She's a small girl. She doesn't need a long incision across her stomach. I guess she thought the baby wasn't going to come through, but it worked out fine. And then I could see everything. Whatever medicine she gave me, the strong medicine that knocked out the feeling, was very strong. It made me shake, actually. And then she gave me another medicine that stopped the shaking once the baby was out. But I saw them do everything. My mom cut the umbilical cord. I saw you know, them do the footprints, everything. He was so pretty when he came out, and I don't think babies are pretty, and I was really ready for my baby not to be pretty when he came out. He didn't have, you know, bruises and stuff on his face. I mean, he had the blood, but once he had the blood and stuff off of him, he looked like you know, just pretty. He just looked so perfect. So his name is Colin, and he was 6 pounds 12 ounces, and he was 20 inches and 3/4 long. So he was just about 21 inches. So he's a long baby, big hands, big feet. I'm gonna make a part 2, you guys. So you guys stay tuned for that. Make sure you know to write comments and ask questions, inbox me, whatever you need to do. I'm here. Thank you.